Welcome Michael Rosenbaum, founder and CEO of Arena.
Morning, everyone. Super excited to be here. Thank you, Angela and Jamay and everyone else for having me and us. AI destroys jobs. AI creates new jobs. AI puts pressure on some jobs, and AI makes some other jobs easier. So what does that mean for enterprises and for each of us as individuals pursuing careers? It means the trend that so many of us in this room know well, the acceleration of the transformation of the economy and the shifts in where jobs exist is accelerating. And it means there's more and more pressure on enterprises to change how their workforce is organized, and more pressure on each of us as individuals to move across functions and careers and industries. That's scary. It's scary when a manufacturer needs fewer people to do manual work and more people to operate complex machinery. It's scary when we need fewer doctors to do diagnostic work, but more nurses to develop relationships with patients so we have the information we need to care for them. It's scary when in the course of 18 months, the demand for junior software developers drops by 85% because LLMs can do that work now. But the threat that AI presents to enterprises and governments and individuals and democracies is balanced by the opportunity. My name's Mike Rosenbaum, and I run a company called Arena, which is one of the most used platforms pointing AI at decisions related to workforces and careers. With almost 4 million people, with our largest single industry being healthcare, having applied for jobs on Arena, we're able to accurately identify folks who will succeed in jobs, identify what training will lead to what career performance, help folks move from frontline jobs into management and beyond, find folks in other industries or who may live close by to an employer address who would be likely to succeed, and even figure out what optimal pay is for each role. So why does that matter? Why does it matter that AI can do this? Historically, we relied on resumes as the primary indicators of whether or not to hire someone for a job. And entirely apart from what I'm sure everyone in this room is well aware of, which is the well-documented bias that exists based on race and class and gender that's reinforced when we use resumes. Completely apart from that issue, which we can talk about, excessive reliance on resumes makes it more difficult for us as individuals to move into different careers and industries, and more difficult for employers, for the folks who are hiring people, to hire people who do not have previous experience in that industry. The result is less talent ending up in the right place, lower productivity by organizations, and less economic mobility. So the question is, how does AI do it, and does it work? Turns out that predictions about people, what will they be good at, what training will be most impactful, where will they thrive, that those kinds of decisions are particularly well suited to pointing an AI at it when you have the data. AIs are exceptionally good at searching massive amounts of information, finding patterns, and using those patterns to make predictions so that we as human beings can access the massive amount of knowledge that exists in the world. And that's how a company like Arena works. We integrate with the systems that has lots of enterprises, so we have the raw data about past performance, the performance of other people in similar circumstances, and we use that to make a prediction. And so does it work? Yes, and let me give you some data points to support it. Today, Arena's average impact on a client is an improvement in retention by 21%. It's so consistent using this kind of technology that we provide a guarantee of everything that is paid to us. We provide a guarantee of an improvement of employee retention of at least 10%. We're able to generate an ROI for a customer of a bare minimum of 4x, often much more than that, and that means a reduction of measurable cost or a measurable increase in revenue of at least that amount. We can accurately predict who will stay and thrive where, who's likely to leave a role, what an appropriate career trajectory is, again, from that front line into management and beyond, will be for someone. And we can do all of this while reducing the bias that exists in hiring processes by at least 92%. And by that, I mean the spread between the hiring rate of an underrepresented group and an overrepresented group. And we can deliver people. People who will thrive and be high performers in a role, who never thought about a role or an industry or career in a particular employer. an enterprise can hire faster and better, and the employer can increase the pool of applicants by like 150% essentially immediately. That's huge, and that's what AI makes possible. So is AI scary? Yes. Does the speed with which it's transforming our economy and our labor market raise questions about the stability of our democracy? Yes. But does AI also provide a solution to issues many of us in this room have been working on for a long time? Yes. Does AI make it possible for an enterprise to find the future superstar employee who otherwise would not be visible to them? Yes. And does AI make economic mobility that's been so elusive for so many decades within our reach? Yes. So I'm supposed to give an ask. And the ask is that each of you experiment. Each of you experiment with the power of these technologies. They are scary, but they're also incredibly powerful. And as someone who's been working on workforce issues for a quarter century, they have the ability today to solve problems that many of us have been grappling with and struggling with for many, many years. So just try them out. Try them out and see if you can have some of the impacts that we are talking about today. I am super excited about today and tomorrow. I'm super excited about the conversations we're going to have and about the opportunities that are in front of us. Thank you.